Hey there, guys. So today we have another review, and this is a beer with Scott, and we're having Goose Island's Lolita. This is a wild beer from them, brewed with raspberries, coming in 8.7%. Right?
Yeah,
8.7. And it is aged in wine barrels. Obviously, I'm a huge Bourbon County fan, and I haven't reviewed too many of the sour beers from them.
They don't have a ton. They're usually on the expensive side.
Yes, but thankfully, I think this was mispriced. I don't know if you guys are familiar in New York. These were mispriced for $9.99.
What? No.
Yeah. So I jumped up and getting a few bottles of their sours when that occurred. And so yeah, let's dig in.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, again, I don't review too many sours on the channel, so always cool to see how how Americans treat sours. And yeah, let's dig in. So the beer comes in not that dark of a color.
Yeah, it's like an amber.
Yeah. It looks a little bit like a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
Watermelon Jolly Rancher. Something like that. Just really nice and red. Let's get the aroma.
It smells a little bit like it too.
Yeah. But a good aroma,
No,
right?
it's got a little funk. It's like a mellow funk and definitely all that fruit right up front.
Yeah. It's fruity, funky.
Makes my mouth literally water.
Yeah, sour, funky tart. It hits all the notes that I want in a sour beer. Not only from a Belgian one, but also an American one.
Yeah, sure.
Not as funky as maybe a Cantillon, but
no,
cheers.
It's not like barnyard funk, but it's more sour.
Cheers. What do you think?
You know, I had this before. I think I like it more now. I think it's mellowed out because I remember the first time it was too tart. It was like, you know, your lips kind of puckered. It was just too much. And it's a little more mellow now. I get that fruit up front, which I really like.
Yep.
And then I do get that sourness and then a little bit of funk at the end, which I like.
Yeah, same notes. Quite tart, but I would say it's like medium, almost medium plus.
I think if we had a fresher bottle, it would be tartar.
Mm-hmm. Has a little bit of that kind of warhead kind of tart quality. It's just like pure tart.
I really like the carbonation. I think it, gives it a little extra.
A little bit of raspberry seed kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So like not only raspberry juiciness, but also just the bitterness of the bitterness and sourness of the seeds that you bite into. A touch of sweetness. It's quite dry on the back end, I'd say. Mm-hmm. I'm not left with too much. A touch of funk as well.
I don't really get anything from a barrel perspective. Like, if you told me or asked me what this was aged in or if it was aged, I would probably shrug my shoulders.
Yeah. Yeah. But maybe some of the drying on the back end, it has that kind of a funky kind of complexity that a barrel-aged sour beer does have.
Sure. But it's not, you're not getting barrel. I think it's just complementing the flavors that are already there.
Yeah. I will say my true flaw with this beer is that it could be a little bit more jammy, a little bit more fruit up front. Just a little bit more of everything going on. Maybe a little bit more sour, a little bit more funky, a little bit more fruity.
I'd like a little bit more of the Cantillon kind of funk.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is, my issue is that it actually lays on the palate a bit for me.
Yeah, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
With like the sour or the fruit?
No, the beer in general.
Okay.
It doesn't have like a champagne-like carbonation. It's a little bit just dense. This beer almost tastes like it's 8.7. A lot of sours sort of cheat it somehow, like maybe carbonation.
Sure. Like a beer to guard kind of thing.
Yeah, and some beers, sour beers, I'm blown away by the fact that they're 8 to 11%. This beer actually does taste like it's 8.7. This quote unquote tastes like a heavier sour to me. So that's really, I guess, my flaw for it. But so what would you give this as a rating?
I still really enjoy this beer, and I think it's a good introductory sour. And if you could get it for $10, you should definitely buy it. I'm gonna give this a 94.
Okay. I'm going to go around there. I think for me, what I do like about this beer is that it is in the slightly higher price range, I think. I believe when on retail it's like 20 plus 25. But I've seen it around. It's accessible. And I think it is one of the better American sour beers. And
definitely get this over like a Lindemann's Lambic.
Definitely do that. And also another issue with a lot of the sour breweries are there that limited production. A Jester King, you have to only go to the brewery. Like this is something you find on the shelf, and it stands up with the Belgians in my mind. And I'm going to give this beer a 93. So until next time, guys, cheers. Later.
Cheers.